Hey there, Ospreys. Welcome back to A Slice of Sunshine.
The show where we sprinkle in some good news with your week. I'm Reese Leatherman.
And I'm Kaylee Snyder. What is your first story for us today, Reese?
I'm going first. So this one I was really excited to tell because I am Swoop's weather person. So this is a book called The Weather Watchers. It is a project that Julia Haley wrote after covering Hurricane Idalia. Wait, what is the hurricane?
Right? I think it's Idalia.
Yeah, I think it's Idalia. I'm pretty sure. But
We're
she's
both going to end up being wrong.
Yeah, probably. She's a native Floridian and a meteorologist, but this is a children's book about storm safety, and it inspires kids to explore weather and STEM. I don't know if you remember learning STEM in school. It was like science, technology, I don't know.
I don't remember what I learned in STEM, but I remember that it existed.
Yeah, it was there. So this is inspiring kids to do that, and all the proceeds go to the American Red Cross to support hurricane relief efforts. And, you know, her goal is really just to share with classes in North and Central Florida. So very relevant here.
That's so cool. That's so cool. A little bit of education. That is awesome. And it is very fitting for you to do that story. It is very fitting,
so I was very excited to do it.
Even if I had read that first, which I didn't, but even if I read it first, I would have left it to you.
All right, what is your first story?
So my first story comes to us from the Roclaw Zoo. I think it's pronounced Roclaw. There is a species of tiger called the Sumatran tigers. I always pick the stories with the worst words to pronounce. But this species is very highly endangered. But there was one at this zoo, and she gave birth to 4 healthy babies. So we have added to the population by 4. Which they are so endangered that that's actually kind of a big deal to have 4 more of them. She gave birth on July 22nd, but it was such a big deal, and they were so concerned about making sure these tigers were healthy that they actually didn't even reveal it to the public until last week.
Last week?
When it happened on July 22nd.
Wow.
But yeah, so congratulations to the mom, Nuri. Her name's Nuri. And another cool thing is usually tigers, just as a species, the father generally is not involved. Mama tiger takes care of the cubs. The father is kind of a deadbeat. I remember actually being at the zoo here in Jacksonville, and they had like some baby tiger cubs, and we were actually told that they intentionally kept the father away because they were concerned about the father hurting the babies. Because tigers don't have paternal, like paternal instinct. But these tigers' father, his name is Tinga, and he's actually been very involved. He hasn't hurt the babies. He's been taking care of them and helping the mother, which is crazy for tigers. That doesn't usually happen. So yeah, we've got some baby tigers, we've got involved parents.
Wow. I didn't know that about tigers, so that's interesting.
Fun fact.
And then like this tiger specifically is like.
Yeah, I think that maybe he just knows that these babies are a big deal.
They need to be protected.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, baby tigers. Okay, so since we're talking about animals, like we always end up doing.
Of course.
I'm talking about the capybara. Is that how you say it? Capybara?
Yeah.
We're doing this a lot in this show. We don't know how to speak, apparently. The
capybara?
Capybara? Yeah.
Capybara.
Cafe. We had talked about this with some friends, and you guys brought it up, and I was like, that's adorable. So I stole it for the show.
Oh, that's so smart, actually.
Yeah. So it's in St. Augustine, which is super local, and I like doing some local good news for us. But the cafe promises to have an educational and fun experience. It's a nonprofit organization called Noah's Ark Sanctuary, and all the proceeds will go to building enclosures and having resources to care for the native and local injured and orphaned wildlife. And there's only 2 like it so far, and it opened on October 12th, so still very new and fresh. We haven't done the show in a couple weeks, or
right.
So like bringing it up now. But yeah.
Yeah, that is so fun. I can't wait to go.
I can't wait to go.
I can't wait to go. We are planning a trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Do you remember where the other one is, the first one?
I don't.
Okay, because I was actually thinking about that the other day, and I couldn't remember either.
Yeah.
All right, so our final story for today comes to us from Houston, Texas. And this involves every UNF student's favorite restaurant, Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A.
Every UNF student loves
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. So they gave one of their terminally ill regulars a bucket list experience. Well, sort of. His name is Bill. He has a wife named Becky. And they have a bucket list goal of visiting every single state capital. They have made it to all of them except for Juneau, Alaska. Now, Bill, unfortunately, was diagnosed with a terminal cancer, and they just kind of accepted that they weren't going to make it to Juneau, Alaska, and they were just kind of like, you know what, 49 out of 50 ain't bad. That's still most than, still most than like most people get. But their local Chick-fil-A, where they are regulars, where they were like, we're going to do something special for them. So they found one of their wedding pictures, and they sent it to a Chick-fil-A location in Juneau. And this location got this picture printed out, like on a card, like one of those life-size cardboard cutouts, and they took it around to a bunch of major landmarks around Juneau to take pictures of them in these major landmarks. So they went to the state capitol building. They went to the Meriden Hall Glacier, another word that we can't say.
We need to go to Alaska. That's just...
I know, right? Aren't you going?
I am going.
So you are going to Alaska and you're leaving me here.
Yes, I am.
They even signed their name in the visitor's log at the state capitol building. They signed Bill and Becky's names there. So although they couldn't go personally, they were still able to kind of go. It was a very sweet gesture on Chick-fil-A's part.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, so I thought that that was really awesome. Something, just somebody going above and beyond for somebody else. Something that they did not have to do, but they did it anyway.
I know, taking them to all the landmarks, like that is so...
Yeah, seriously.
That's so sweet.
All right, everybody, that is it for A Slice of Sunshine today. Make sure you are floating like a butterfly.
Or stinging like a bee.
And we will see you next week on A Slice of Sunshine.